April 16th, 2022. Okay, so opening Pandora's box and a can of worms that was already here before I got here. I'm in my interior planet. This is what the state-run media is alerting me of after the fact, 43 years into my existence, which is a horrific, I don't know, multi-staged event. It says hearse. Now, a hearse is where you put a body on the way from the open casket or the send-off to where it lays 6 feet under in the ground in a cemetery. It says Media Production Group. It also says here, the street, ST for street, that's the abbreviation in English. So here, the street. It also, if I took out this S, if I took out all of the actors who are real live people on this TV, it's somebody's heart, which is Bodies in the Basement. So, whatever. But now what it shows is, I was walking this morning, I'm having trouble in my lower back. I know it's my walk, it's my gait, it's how my heels or my calcaneus is hitting the pavement. It's sending the vibrations up. It's an orthopedics problem, but it's also tied into muscular, cellular, muscle myomeres, and skeletal, endoskeletal. So, and it's a combination of animation and the way that the environment's set up. It is, I'm not using words like hereditary and all this other stuff because those are the doctors that you can kill quickly. So they just go away and they leave like people like berserking to what they need to get done to actually fix my situation. Because I need real doctors. I don't need the ones that get in the way for cruises and vacations and some hotel casino dream vacation whatever package.
Get your neighborhood weather streaming on CBS News New York.
So it's see the BS this morning. Yesterday the U and BS sent me something to see, and we spoke BS together, I suppose, between interior planet, exterior planet, and a planetarium of some sort. Now, it says interesting here, something about an IE, and then they call this a dream something. It's in American, for a North American face, with European ancestry, it looks revolting. But it's what received like college planning inside New York State and elsewhere while I was held captive and not even given proper breeding partner for my life frame and participation in anything like this in order to be self-sustaining was withheld from my person.
When you see this symbol, you know you're watching a show that's educational and information. The Dream Team, weekends on CBS.
They're not my dream team. This is, for me, this is a nightmare.
Yes.
Now, interestingly enough, they call it Mission and then Unstoppable, right? It's a UN thing because it's some form of multinational, whatever they did, in overeducating, flattening the learning curve, and then inverting and making dangerous situation in North America somehow. I don't know. I mean, I think it happened elsewhere, but I can only see from my street where I'm at.
I'm Miranda Cosgrove, and this is Mission Unstoppable. Coming up, we'll find out how these scientists are able to tell who's walking without ever seeing them.
We detect you every time you walk. What? Seriously?
Next, the science behind identifying gemstones.
These gems look like they're easy to...
They call it a geophone. I have never even heard of such a thing.
to identify. But that's not always the case.
Then, Dr. Brain shows us what our brain is like on scary movies. And the importance of permafrost. Get ready to meet the scientists, inventors, and heroes who help make our world a better place. The future is here. The mission, unstoppable. If someone's walking around your house, you want to know. For old buildings, there's creaky floorboards. For new buildings, there's geophone sensors built by scientists like Dr. No. Check it out.
Okay. Don't touch the sensors. Don't touch the sensors. Oh, hey. You're probably wondering why I'm dressed in all black and hovering above the floor.
Actually, no, I think you watched way too many movies. You actually were allowed an imagination and to be a fan of something. I think your parents were probably some form of an engineer or knew engineers, or you had some kind of minister that knew engineering and encouraged you to look at things differently, which I did not have the same opportunity.
No, I'm not practicing for that other film where the message self-destructs in 30 seconds. I'm trying to bypass Dr. Hey Young No's security sensors that she and her students have set up to test today.
And in English, hey, young, no. It just, oh my God, it just sounds very English.
Today. At Stanford University, civil engineering professor Dr. Hey Young No and her team of students are developing tools that turn floors, walls, and even pieces of furniture into what Dr. No calls structures as sensors. Well, what does that mean, structures as sensors?
When you have any physical activities, it creates small vibrations in the building. So we capture those vibrations induced in the structures to find various information about you. And we can also find out what kind of activities you're doing and even your health status by looking at how you're walking.
Dr. No's team has created these sensors.
Now, this is my vision. When I go out on the street, the American revolting, everyone seems to have participated except this is gone. I'm the only one, it feels like. And I wasn't given this level of participation in PhD or mastery or whatever. And they also did not give me a man who was part of that in order to make sure that I didn't get buried alive during this most dishonorable act that they've all been participating in the North America hemisphere.
Sensors out of a sink, which captures the vibrations from hand washing to see how long someone actually lathers. And they've developed track sensors in Pittsburgh that can detect a damaged roof based on vibration from the rails. But I've dropped in to see how their latest project, a vibration-based home security system, is going. Like any security system, this one relies on specialized sensors.
This is the geophone. The name comes from the fact that it listens to the vibration that's coming through the ground. So it's geophone. It's often used to measure the earthquake vibration.
So just how sensitive are these geophones?
If we put it on the floor, about like a meter away from you, and you're sitting on a chair, it can detect your heartbeat.
Now that is a sensitive sensor. 4 of these geophones have been placed by students Ewin, Adiola, and Amalie inside the kitchen for testing. Not only can the sensors tell where a person is walking, but they can ID who is walking as well.
Everyone walks in a different way because your brain's wired in a different way, so everyone's gait pattern is unique.
So I'm assuming that Your system already has accounted for the three of you.
Yes, we just recorded our footsteps in our own house, and anyone who is out of three of us will be detected as intruders. Would you mind helping us test it out?
Absolutely. Sensors line the path from the hallway to the fridge.
I don't even have access to this level of experimentation and equipment. I don't have the people, I don't have the equipment, I don't have the process. I don't have the group, I don't have the network, I don't have the education, I don't have the phone numbers, I don't have anything. But yet there are others that can make a TV show about what I am in need of. But how do I pull this together for myself?
I can't find a way around them, so I step lightly and carefully, channeling my inner ninja. How'd I do?
Well, we detected you every time you walked.
What? Seriously?
Every time.
Besides, for me, having to watch it this way is like a famine. There's a complete famine going on. I mean, it feels very lackluster.
Every time.
You can see
That leads to like a depression.
You can see here, initially you're being very sneaky.
Nice.
So the impulses are small, but we're still picking them up. And I saw that you were an intruder every time.
Wow, you weren't kidding when you said that everyone has a unique footprint. I mean, I did not stand a chance, which is probably a good thing, because that means the system works. So, intruders beware. The structures will tell all your secrets.
You can get all this information if you can just listen.
Up next on Mission Unstoppable, how scientists tell the difference between gemstones. Then we'll learn how our brains interpret scary movies.
I'm already lost for interest. It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole, Cattaruzza. It's Earth, solar system, Milky Way, universe, galaxy is broken. It's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361. And it's April 16th, 2022.